ITV is airing their 6-month investigation into the Princess Diana interview that Princess Diana did with Martin Bashir in 1995. This is the one where she says, well, there were 3 of us in the marriage, so it was a bit crowded. The story was her brother alleged that what he remembered was that Martin Bashir had shown Princess Diana bank statements indicating that there were fees getting paid to people to spy on her. Oh. And the Earl of Spencer, her brother, demanded an investigation.
Okay.
And the judge has come back, and he is found to be guilty of deceit, gaining that interview by falsifying documents. And specifically, the lies were MI5 was spying on her. Charles was having an affair with the nanny, Tiggy Leggy O'Burke, or whatever her name was.
Right.
Tiggy Leggy Burke, or whatever, something like that. William, her son, was being used by Charles to spy on her.
Wow.
That there was a tracking device on her car, and that Prince Edward had AIDS, and the Queen was a comfort eater or something like that, because that was a thing that Diana struggled with, the eating thing.
Yes.
And I mean, all these things are so terrible, but the part about him lying that Prince William is spying on his mother, this is Diana's way from the grave. I swear this is going to be the thing that brings the brothers together.
You do?
I really do.
Okay.
And the brothers have come out.
Oh, they have?
And
today?
Spoken about this.
Okay.
First of all, the BBC sent personal letters of apology now to William, to Harry, and other royals, and we don't know yet what the other royals were. And so if the BBC resorted to these tactics, then is it a big surprise that the Sun and the Mirror and the Daily Mail, that they play these games? And Harry was just like, he wants the royal family to quit cooperating with all their BS that they run with the British tabloids and some of the newspapers, because 11 of 15 papers are get royal protocol treatment from Buckingham Palace.
Right.
And Harry has said this is BS. Now you have the BBC, which is
the biggest.
Right. That would be like NPR.
Yep.
Doing some kind of deception.
Scandalous deception.
Mm-hmm. This is the level that it is. Prince William just said that interview should never be aired again.
100% right.
He said it established a false narrative, which for over a quarter of a century has been commercialized by the BBC.
Right.
This was one of Harry's points to Williams and Charles, is that they make a ton of money off of us. Why are we giving them the time of day?
Yes.
Prince Harry said it was unethical, and William also said the lurid and false claims fueled our mother's paranoia and isolation.
Absolutely.
And also the boys' view on everything thereafter.
Yep.
And they said the deceit in obtaining that hastened his parents' divorce and hurt countless others.
Wow.
Even though, of course, there always was this other person, but would she have said that and all of that?
She would have never agreed to the interview, I'm sure.
Right. Prince Harry said his mother was resilient, brave, and unquestionably honest. He thanked those who took some form of accountability of owning up to it in the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but the ripple of effect of this exploitation and unethical practices ultimately took my mother's life. Martin Bashir, think about all the ways that would fuel
someone who is already,
but that MI5 is following you, that they're tracking you. Maybe when
your husband is using your son against you.
And yes, and also
that to me is just like,
when they're in the car and she sees the paparazzi. I mean, who knows the things that it made her really deeply feel.
Anxious about.
Remember, she and Charles are separated for 3 years by the time she gives this interview. Legally, they were legally separated. But that it was a super secret interview that shocked everybody and changed everybody's perception about Diana. And they did not know. No one had any idea of the skullduggery that Martin Bashir and the BBC were doing. And this is why Harry has said, I'm leaving the family because there is skullduggery and horrible stuff going on
right now.
And why are we playing this game anymore?
What kind of pressures was Martin Bashir facing in order to deliver this kind of blockbuster interview? Who were the people pushing this kind of agenda here?
And because all of them knew, because of the Royal Rota system, there had been gossip and stories about the mistress. It was an open secret. Charles was with Camilla. It was an open secret. She was banging her security guard. So it was all kind of out there. It was probably easy to manufacture all of this. There was so much tattling going on. There's so much cooperation that happens between the palace and unnamed sources and news outlets.
Yeah, well, they're in the public relations game, the British royal family, and I think
Harry thinks that they should be more in control of it. And
I would agree.
And redo this system that they have that they set up in the mid 40s.
Right, I agree.
That was always what his beef was, by the way, with Charles and William, and they didn't want to do it. And now this changes everything.
Well, we'll see.